Hi, I'm Autumn. I live in a renovated vintage RV tiny home with my dog, Chloe. Prior to this, I traveled across the West in my converted car camper for a year and a half. If you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe. Our weekend is already off to a great start. It's Friday, it's 6 p.m., and I just got off work, picked up my gal, and we are gonna go to the dog park. It is freezing, it's only 40 degrees right now, but it's still light outside and it's 6 o'clock. I love these changes of season. All right, we're gonna hit the road, but looking forward to sharing what a lovely, cozy weekend is gonna be like living in an RV. Chloe and I stopped traveling full-time 6 months ago. The first 3 months of this shift, we lived in the forests, and we changed locations every couple of weeks. During the last 3 months, as the temperatures were below freezing every night, we stayed mostly in one location connected to power for heat. Since we've been stationary, our weekends feel, well, normal. I don't feel so much like a nomad. I feel like a woman with her dog living in a beautiful tiny home. Chloe and I are just getting home from the walk. I love coming home to my beautiful, beautiful rig. I am so happy here. Uh-oh. The jewel has fallen off. This flower is actually that flower. I just painted it black and then put on some decor. So I'm gonna fix that. I'm just continuing to love my tiny little home. I didn't make the bed today. I make the bed about 80% of the time. I figure it's probably a little bit more cozy for Chloe to snuggle in when I'm gone. When it's not made. Hi, honey. Oh, hello. Oh, doggy kisses. Doggy kisses. Oh my goodness, Chloe. Oh my goodness, crazy wild doggy. Yeah. Well, I missed you too. So you want to know something that kind of made me laugh? On my walk with Chloe, I was listening to Dr. John Deloney on YouTube. And the reason that just made me laugh is it's my Friday after working 4 12-hour days of counseling. And what do I do to unwind? I go listen to counseling podcasts. Clearly, I love what I do. I love my job. I don't even think of it as a job. I love what I do in this life. And then how blessed am I to come home to this lovely little growling crazy girl and to this lovely, beautiful home that I get to move with me wherever I go. And I will either keep listening to John Deloney as I cook, or I will watch like RV or van renovation videos. That's my life, you guys. That is my life. And I love my life. All right. It's cold, but my little girl's got the zoomies, so I figured I'd give you a little preview of what a wild Friday evening is here at the industrial yard. Can you even see us? I don't even know if you can see us. Watch her. Oh my God, she's so strong. She is so strong. Mama's going inside. Whew. Yep, she wears me out. Yep, that's why dogs keep you healthy. All right, now I'm hungry. So I like to get things that are like basically pre-cooked and cook up fast. This is a 5-cheese tortellini. We'll see if it tastes good. We only gotta cook this for 4 minutes. Not bad. I like to get my coffee all prepped the night before. By the way, the electric coffee pot is something where I feel like I kind of have gone like soft. I'm getting used to the electric hookups and the conveniences of having power on grid. I still am an off-grid woman, you guys, but while I'm here in the cold, I'm certainly enjoying it. gotta grind some more coffee. I've been grinding like this much at a time so that it's still fresh, but not enough for tomorrow's cup. If you ever want to have an utter, unbelievable, like unending appreciation for power and the ability to just turn on a light like that and not have to check your battery power all the time, just go live off grid for like almost 2 years. I don't know how much this is, like a week worth maybe? I think a week. This is what Chloe does when she's hungry. She just stands there and looks at me until I do stuff. Isn't that right, honey? Say hi to everybody. It's starting to boil. I don't usually eat pasta. I don't actually typically like pasta, but a 5-cheese tortellini sounded pretty good and easy to make. So shake, shake. Hey, we're trying to show off your tricks. Oh, good baby, good baby. There we go. Here's what I got so far. Put Alfredo right over the top. I do like a lot of coarse black pepper. Dinner is served. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna watch some of my favorite van lifing YouTubers because their videos all come out on the weekends. It gets messy quick, but also it cleans up quick. Right now, our RV tiny home is like a dry cabin. We're connected to power, but I haul in the water. The reason for this is threefold. 1, it's the winter in the mountains, and I didn't want to bother with freezing pipes. 2, I don't even know if my plumbing works. When I bought this vintage RV, it had so many problems, and plumbing was low on my list of priorities to fix. And 3, I lived in my converted car camper for 1.5 years without plumbing. I find life without plumbing to be easy. I suspect we'll get plumbing in this rig in the summer, but for now, hauling water works just fine.
2016, but went full-time with it when I hit the road full-time.
Gives us a shower. And then we've got drainage that goes under the bus to some grey water tanks.
Well, got it all cleaned up. I clean up pretty much every night. Bedroom is all ready to go dive into that cozy bed with 8 heavy blankets. And got my coffee all ready to go. Yep. And yeah, that tripod usually isn't there. But since I am working on this video, it's there right now. Right, I am going to catch up on some correspondence, some fun correspondence because it's the weekend. Probably respond to some comments on these videos. Thank you for leaving comments. I read every single one of them. And I'm so grateful because I received the kindest comments and they are amazing. And then I'm going to reply to some friends. And then I am gonna go lay down. This is my introverted Friday night. I'm thoroughly enjoying catching up on correspondence and laughing at the funny messages. Follow me to learn how to be a hermit. Every night, Chloe gets a couple eye drops. She gets one for glaucoma and one that's a steroid for inflammation. And she does so good. Are you going to show him how good you do? Come here. You ready? You ready? Come here, baby. Oh, we're showing off. We're showing off, honey. That's such a good baby. You want a treat. You want a treat. She gets a treat every time. So she sees these bottles and she gets excited and she does what's needed. It took like a month to get that, you know, to be the way things are. Getting ready for bed? Yeah, me too. The tricky thing with my Chloe girl's eye is that medicine makes it ooze a lot. I clean it like 3 or 4 times a day, and gosh, I can't imagine that's comfortable. Hi. Ooh, hello. Hello. I love you all. Chloe is hiding her eyes under the blanket because I have the light on. I love these slow Saturday mornings. No alarm and cuddles with my girl. I lie in bed watching, can you guess? Vehicle builds and tiny home tours. I show Chloe footage that I think she'd like. Here, she tried to kiss the dog on screen. I love this girl. In a world that moves 1,000,000 miles per hour, I found the greatest luxury is slowing down. Here, in my vintage RV tiny home, time dances to a different rhythm, one that allows me to savor each moment and find beauty in simplicity. The world may rush outside, but here, Chloe and I replenish our energy by moving slowly. This weekend, it's not devoted to schedules or obligations. Instead, these slow and quiet days nurture peace, rest, and creativity. It's so good.
So we've got a solar power setup, which means we can do completely off grid, and down here by the driving area.
I'm watching like the most beautiful van tour of these young people who built this van out of like recycled material. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'll tell you what, if I had almost my perfect ideal dream at this point, I would have a piece of land where there is on-grid electric power running to it, or insane amounts of solar that I don't have to worry about power like I have for the past couple of years. I would have a shop where 3 days a week I build out vehicle builds, whether that's RV renovations, van builds, car builds, and then 3 other days of the week I would have counseling. But on this lovely piece of land, I would have my vintage travel trailer office. So it would be counseling in a beautiful, tranquil environment in a gorgeous, renovated rig I created for the counseling office. And then 1 day a week, I would rest. That's my dream life, you guys. I am gonna sit here, finish my coffee, watch some videos, just marvel at this beautiful Saturday morning. Cheers.
It had to tear everything out. And then the other big expense was, like I said,
It's been a few hours, but I've been sitting there drinking coffee and watching van or tiny home builds. I love Saturday mornings. It is 11 o'clock, so we're gonna make that bed and clean up this mess and do something for the day. On the days that I don't take a shower, which is typically 5 days a week, I heat up water, do a little sponge bath, stay clean and hygienic. One of the reasons that I chickened out on doing this lifestyle sooner is I was like, I need my daily shower. I need running water. Running water has been one of the easiest things to adjust to in this life. Power has been the hardest thing to adjust to. Ah, that felt good.
For us not to have to like repack everything, just to be able to leave our camp spot and go into town.
This is the master closet.
Now that I'm in an RV, a daily part of making my bed is removing the towels that I place under my mattress to capture the moisture. This stops my mattress from molding. Right now I'm doing a bunch of chores, which I find to be relaxing. I'm taking a bunch of stuff that was in my car and getting it organized and orderly in the RV. Everything I own has a space, which means that there's a wonderful, satisfying sense of order when I put all things away. I'll share with you a problem I've been having with my car camper ever since I adopted Chloe. So space is obviously very limited when there's essentially 30 square feet of usable space. Before Chloe, I created this box with my parents that has a few square feet of space, and it stored all the loose ends, the little things that you do need to take with you, whether you're living in your car or camping in your car. This was a storage box and all the things it held prior to adopting Chloe. This box was located where the passenger seat usually sits. And as a result of getting Chloe, she needed a bed. My little doggie needed a place to lay, a place to be. So I lowered this box and she laid on top of it as her bed. So I couldn't access that box unless asking Chloe to move, and it was a drag for her, it was a drag for me. So I'm attempting other solutions because I'm gonna continue car camping for quite some time. Just making a few modifications. I have some fun ideas. Plus, I just love the process of seeing what I can do to be space saving, efficient, organized in a teeny tiny space. It's so much fun. I just had dinner. I had more tortellini that I just put in the microwave, and I put it over lettuce and had like a tortellini salad. It was good. I should have filmed it. Anyway, I am gonna go to the store. I am looking to see if I can build a swivel table in my car. That is the goal. It is only 8:30 p.m. on Sunday, and I have Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. So I have one more night to stay up late, and I'm gonna be in bed before 9 p.m. And that's okay. I had a really labor-intensive day working on Little Red. I'm excited to show you what I did with her. I can now drive with another person in the car. So that's pretty cool. Chloe does not like sitting in the passenger seat, so I want to get the passenger seat basically like really stable for her, but in a way that I can easily remove a platform if I want to have a human in the vehicle with me. I gotta tell you, when you find a good mechanic, it's golden. I'm just leaving Brake Masters, and Juan at Brake Masters has been my favorite mechanic ever since I met him a couple of years ago. It's worth it to find somebody you trust, someone reliable. If you're ever rolling through Flagstaff and you need a high quality mechanic, go to Juan at Brake Masters. I have what might be my most clever update to Little Red yet. One of the things that I learned from living a year and a half on the road in this little car full time is that you want to be able to access everything from the interior of your vehicle. For the first 8 months that I lived on the road, the build required I get out of my car to access nearly everything. This wasn't safe. I was actually followed once, and I believe it was because the person saw me getting in and out of the car so much. Plus, in rain, I'd get wet every time I wanted a snack. So, I modified the build to be able to access everything from the interior. However, I'd have to dive into my trunk when I needed things located there, and that was not comfortable. I created this swivel table. So when I am sitting in the back, I can just, muted due to obscene language, is table tilted. Swivel table has gone slightly vertical. It's this elbow here has loosened. I wonder how I can stabilize that. Let me tell you, Chloe loved the car camper, and she had a hard adjustment to the RV. Our first 4 months together were in this car camper. We were traveling all over like the Pacific Northwest, and Idaho is so beautiful, and Utah. Yeah, she did not want the RV. She resisted it. She would try to go back to the car every night for the first little while that we were sleeping in the RV. Finally, she's used to it, and I mean, you know, we all adapt and adjust, but Chloe loves this car. It's her first home in our time together, isn't that right, baby girl? She's so funny. She's like, if you're gonna lay down and take a nap, so am I. I love this dog so much. Hi, honey bunny. I love you so much. I love you so much. That's right. Yup, you're my baby doll. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Chloe, you want to give him the grand tour of the car? So, one of the things, the main things we did is put the passenger seat back. I now can drive with people. This is my temporary makeshift platform. I need to get a solid piece of wood to build for Chloe, something that can easily come out so that she can lay flat both when she's sleeping, but also when she's driving. I put this here for now because she'll fall like into this little area rather than sitting just in the passenger seat. But oh my goodness, little red has 2 seats again. And I also got these seat covers. I haven't decided if I love them yet or not, but they're working for now. It is still a lovely car camping haven. I can still jump with a pretty significant amount of ease into the driver's seat, just through that console area. And as you can tell, it is minimalist, which I like. I do not like a car that feels super cluttered. Yet, here's one of the things that I installed this week. Having lost the storage box that was here in the passenger seat, I needed a place to put things that were in it. And I wanted them to be accessible from the interior of the vehicle. This is my fridge, by the way, you guys. So this can just open up. I've got some fridge stuff in there, toilet paper, just some odds and ends. I fill this up when I actually go camping. Got my power station. And now this lovely thing. I love it. I just basically fastened it to this with some screws, and it's got my makeup, and it's got some cotton, toothbrush, hair clips, Q-tips, spoons, forks, plastic knives for car camping materials, and then plus some extra butane and some water bottles fit down there. Then from here, I was able to secure this to where it wasn't quite so wobbly. I lost some functionality as a result, including those drawers I tried putting in. But this is actually working. You can see these hooks all serve the purpose not only of grabbing and maneuvering it, but simultaneously they won't let the boxes slide off as I drive. And then when I want to access the box from the inside of the car, I just turn the clip to the side, and then bada bing, bada boom. There's nothing in here right now, but I will have clothing in there. Clothing, food, plates and dishes and stuff. You don't need much when you're just car camping. What's so great about this is that when I sleep, I move it to the side. That's enough room for my feet. This is my window cover for that window, and it's out of my way. One thing that's so cool about that swivel tables cost like $200 to $300. This custom made swivel table cost me $35. So that is really convenient. And then when I need it, I don't have to crawl into the back like I did right here. I could just swing this over, access everything from the back of my car, even though it's stored in the trunk. Super comfy bed, you guys. This bed was so comfortable. It's what I got from my motorhome. Coming around to the trunk, here's what it looks like. There's the swivel table, which is gas PVC pipe. And yep, my feet go here when I'm laying down. Put a couple extra gallons of water here, probably a few additional odds and ends. This is my gym and shower bag. But notice these keep the boxes secure and from flying off as I'm driving. And then yeah, if I want to access everything from the trunk, it's that easy to just swivel that around. See, I got some stuff in there. A few more things in there. I will fill it up before I go camping again. But nothing in there. There'll be clothing in there for like a 3-4 day trip. You really don't need much. I lived in here for 1.5 years. You really don't need much. So I'm really, really happy with that. It's pretty, it's simple, it's minimal, it's functional. And then why not just give you a tour of the rest while we're here. This is essentially like my utility closet. On this side, these are mesh screens. Haven't used those since the summer because it is freezing. But this is how, like when I need to access my power station, I can just pop this out. Another nice thing is I can just roll down my windows, leave the power station right there with the windows rolled down, put the cords through, charge the power station through the window. Don't even have to take the jackery out. I'd like to get some pretty floor mats. Here's my little car camper. Lived in here 1.5 years. I do miss it sometimes. I'm gonna update a few things here shortly, but now someone can go with me. Having that passenger seat back is gonna be really convenient. Sometimes people have asked how I move my car with me when I move my motorhome. Well, thank you to mostly my mom and to a few friends and family members who have helped me move my car and give me a ride whenever I've moved the motorhome. So having that passenger seat is gonna make it all the easier to have people help me out, which I'm super grateful for the help. Also, I am having a friend come from Europe, so I needed a place to be able to have that person sit. Our weekend is coming to a close. It is getting late. A very early morning tomorrow, so we are going to start winding down. Thank you for joining us on this slow, cozy, creative weekend. All right, have a great week, everyone. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Say goodnight, Chloe. Say goodnight to everyone. Good night, sweetie pie.